Hello, hello, hello. It is Moonshine Oracle with a final elemental check-in for the water element. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It's your chart, their chart, anybody's chart. Don't know, don't care. I'm just channeling everything as it comes along. Meant to get to y'all in fire signs yesterday, but it's just, I'm tired. I'm enjoying my day off. I forgot to request off for the 26th this year, so it's like, well, I'm off on New Year's Eve and for the 2nd, so it'll be fine, right? Somebody here thought somebody was just too incompetent to do something because somebody had a really bad false impression of something, a scenario, someone. Somebody thought the person they're married to was someone else's twin flame, and he's not the most business savvy of sorts, if you will, and she just assumed that because he's not like that, I must be incompetent too. And it's like, the joke is on you, Sugarfoot, because my millionaire grandfather, who's the definition of the American dream, was grooming me to take over his if I wanted to take it over. And I didn't. But that doesn't mean I don't know how to do anything. So the joke is entirely on them. Visual merchandising was my specialty in the fashion world. In other words, it is a form of marketing, and so on down that line. And I have several acquaintances in the PR world, so I'm literally advised for free. And I have a friend in the UK who's studied every legal subject known to man. Like, she could be a barrister if she wanted to, but she's not. But she knows folks through her PR connections that are, and so on down that line. So it's just like, I think unbeknownst to a lot of folks, some of us got the hookup in some capacity. Like, we are very well advised already, because if it's not by our spirit team, it's by our connections down here. Like, we have our own shit, basically. Somebody wanted you to beg and plead for their help, beg and plead for their services, and you're just looking at them the whole time like, are you done? Bitch, are you done? Okay, so we're in the media world, we are very familiar with the fallout between Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber, right? Selena's life went to absolute dog shit after they split up. She started getting really sick and so on down that line, and you cannot tell me that some of that was not woolcraft. Like, even if actual work was not thrown, it does not change that people got together in a group in a church and started chanting and praying. That is still witchcraft. But I'm going to tell you this here and now. Lord have mercy, Jesus. The man this woman thought she won is actually a karmic connection. Like, this person, this person picked up alchemy and all that jazz because someone else is a natural at the subject. He joined a coven of sorts because he needs others to gas him up to do things. Like, he's not a self-starter. He's not independent at all. He's very codependent, if anything. And I mean, it's just, real business owners are self-starters. They can manage themselves just fine. And like, the only way they're ever going to outsource for assistance if there is just too much of the right problems at play. And I'm talking too much business, too many phone calls, too much, like, they spend more time corresponding to customers than they do performing the actual work that needs to be done. So what do? You hire a person to answer phones and answer the emails and so on down that line. Like, the right problems have to be present in order for the switch to flip in my brain and that of quite a few others that, hey, we need to outsource. There's too much coming in. But the thing is, this person, again, thinking she is the bestest and the greatest of all time, she is the know-all, she thought by blocking your shit, you would come calling, begging, pleading, and it's like, no, bitch, get the fuck on. Like, the thing is, we're not stupid. I tell people all the time, be careful who you mess with. You don't know what their connections are. Okay? You cross the gun line in a small town, they may be in with the mayor, the police chief. They may be from the wealthiest family in that area. I mean, it's just, there's a power dynamic here. And it's like, just because one person doesn't get along with everyone does not mean they cannot back up what they say. Some people truly believe, like, they're just humble people. They're organically humble. They're organically chill. They are organically laid back. But by God, they are giving this laid back person too many reasons to lean forward. When they lean forward, you about to get your ass whooped. Just because they are quiet does not mean they are a stepping stone for you to use, abuse, and exploit accordingly. It does not mean they are a wonderful sacrifice of sorts. But I'm going to tell you this here and now. Whatever it is you were wanting from them, they have been clocking your dumb ass from day one. And I said on my community board a few days ago, it should not take 3 to 5 years for people to pick up what I am putting down in present day. When I say I fucking saw you in 2020 and all that jazz, I fucking saw you. Okay? I fucking saw you. And if you are willing to attack a person without doing your homework first, that says a lot about your intelligence. Just FYI. It says a lot. And I'm talking a lot. Because you cross the gun line just the right way, at the right time, lawsuit. They catch you on their cameras trespassing on their property, lawsuit. You call your friend at the power company to cut the power so you can bypass the cameras and all that jazz. That shit is going to be on record somewhere because you have to have a certain code, like clearance and all that jazz, to just randomly shut a person's shit off. I don't think people understand that everything is traceable in this day and age. Everything is traceable. So to sit there and say I'm stalking you, I'm using me as an example. Hacking into my email and then turn around saying that I'm hacking you, that's Looney Tunes behavior. Hacking into my checking account to see what's in there, yeah, that's going to be traced back to you too. You think you're smart because you have a burner phone or a laptop you can just randomly throw away. You still somebody used their own Wi-Fi, their own internet to do something illegal, and it's like, VPN or nah, motherfucker. Like, this person thinks they're so smart, yet they're so stupid. They think you're completely oblivious, or just the sheer fact that no one believes you. But when the investigation takes place and they see the who, the what, the why, the when, and the where, who's really the guilty party? Who is really the guilty party? I mean, we are in a day and age where too many people think that just because something is technically legal, that it's also ethical. And I will tell you this here and now, it is not. Just because a person defaults on their property taxes and there's like these little loopholes and shit that they can work around does not mean it is ethical. It's predatory. It's extremely predatory. I don't know, like this is a Capricorn. Like, I remember back in 2020 during the pandemic, there was a Capricorn-esque, like an essence of sorts that was just really bitchy, very competitive, trying to steamroll over anybody who was like a health and wellness type of person. Because I was very, very active, my God, in the whole like the paleo, gluten-free, dairy-free. Like, I'm a recipe person. Like, I like to make my own stuff. I like to research the original, like the authentic stuff, and then get as close as I can in like the dairy-free, gluten-free, paleo type deal. That's my zhuzh. That is my jam. That's what I like. You're not trying to take over a personal trainer's their business. My God. You're not trying to take over a PT, chiropractor. Like, you're not trying to take over anybody's stuff, because you're just in your own lane, minding your business, doing what you like to do. Right? This person was over here trying to literally steamroll over me and anybody active within those communities that was in the Birmingham area. And it's like, because I remember, like, I really and truly felt the need to have a lawyer on standby. It's like there was just something that did not feel right. And it's like, something's wrong here. Something is wrong. But at the same time, any hopes of that person getting an olive branch from me, off the table. And I eventually found out who it was. It didn't take a wild guess, because they were paying for like sponsored ads and stuff like that. And I just happened to catch it one day. And then there were the people that mutually knew the both of us. And it's just like, okay, alrighty then. So this is what it's gonna be. So this little bitch. And the funny thing is, this asshole wasn't even on my mind at all. Never on my mind. But then here he is. And it's like, nope, absolutely the fuck not. Absolutely the fuck not. And it turns out the person that was doing his marketing was the Capricorn energy I was picking up on. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, that bitch was literally using me as a Pinterest board because she could not come up with her own ideas. And the funny thing is, I have the screenshots to this day to prove it. I have the screenshots to this day to prove it. And that's what people do not realize. The truth comes out sooner or later. But my thing is this. If she does it to me, she'll do it to anybody. Like, anybody she deems a threat, anybody she deems as a competitor of sorts. Like, this bitch just loves to compete. Like, it's the ultimate pick me. And it's like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. You want to call me too stupid to run a business and shit? Because I'm clairaudient, and I did hear that shit a while back. No. Absolutely not. And it's really wild to try to make me out to be the jealous one when I already had everything she claims that I'm jealous about. Let's, like, make it make sense, please. Make it make sense. But you can tell a lot about a person. Like, what they say I am is actually what they are. So if they're saying that I'm jealous of them buying a house, it's because I already had a house first. I already had a house first. And apparently she thought I was mad because of her parents being well off too. And it's like, I was raised by my millionaire grandparents. I don't come with student loan debt, sweetie. Try again. There are people out there who think that because you are humble and frugal in your lifestyle choices, you try to eliminate the unnecessary shit, that you're jealous. And it's like, no. Again, I have my own shit. So it's really laughable at the end of the day, but when you are using a form of materialism and stuff like that to say that you're better than somebody else, it's weird. Because there's going to be a day and time where you have a flat tire on the side of the road. Do you know how to change it yourself, or do you expect folks to stop and help you? I don't expect folks to stop and help. I pop the trunk, I pull the jack out, and I get to work. If somebody stops, they stop. Let's be for real. Somebody here is just dedicated to putting themselves in an arena they are not mentally and emotionally mature enough to fight in, and it's just one of those, oh, she really wants to go there. She really wants to go there. So this is what we're coming to. See, my thing is, I've lived in my house for 15 years. For 10 of those years, the first 10 to 12 years, nobody staked out my house. Nobody stalked it. Nothing. Like, nobody sought it out of curiosity. Nobody. But the funny thing is a lot of like these witchy covens and stuff like that, it's like a spider web. Like, everybody's interlinked somehow. Same thing with people who aren't really doing the craft. They're just jealous, envious, monitoring spirits. They're all linked together like a spider web. And I got to do it. Like, I finally put my detective hat on and started figuring things out. Because in addition to this person popping up on like the sponsored ad deal, members of his family were popping up in my people you may know on my Instagram and my Facebook. One of his uncles is from my hometown, the same town as me. Think about it. That uncle was also the landlord of the daughter-in-law of a city council hopeful that caused me a lot of problems in 2020. And I mean a lot of problems. So, I mean, it's interesting how all that works. But she ain't the only one who knows folks. And with that, everybody have a good day.